This is a vintage train caboose in the middle of Lubbock, and this is a World War II themed airplane hangar hotel in Fredericksburg. For this video, we traveled across Texas to find out what it's actually like to sleep in two of the most unique stays in the state. From a tiny stay in a historic Santa Fe railcar to a hotel where airplanes literally land just outside your bedroom window. We'll take you with us for a real look at two unique stays so you can decide which you prefer. Our first stay is in Lubbock, where we'll be checking into the Woodrow House B&B, a property located directly across the street from Texas Tech University. However, we're not just staying in a room. Instead, we'll be staying in a historic Santa Fe caboose, which has been fully restored and turned into a tiny home on wheels. So as soon as you come in the door, right over here to your right, it looks like they've set out a sort of desk for you. I mean, it's got guest guides right here, and then a book over here where you can really sign your guest experience and let them know what you thought of the stay. But also, let's appreciate the lampshade that they've got up here. I think that looks pretty nice. Now on the opposite side of the door, this is where you get your little kitchenette right over here. So up top, they've got a microwave there for you, some paper towels, and it looks like there's a coffee machine there with some coffee ready to go just on top. To the left of that, they've got the mugs there ready for you in a pretty neat stack, and then just below that, they've got your tea right there. And I really like this model train that they've set out that is exactly what we are staying in tonight. I also wanted to point out how cool I thought it was that they gave you your own key, not one of those boop type of keys. I like that. But then just above the sink, they've got some dishware up there for you to use in case you want to cook in here or I guess eat stuff inside. And then just below this area, there is your fridge. And if we look inside, they have some extra bottles of water right there for you. That's nice. Now to the left, they have a dining area just over here, and on top of that, there are what I think complimentary chips there for you, so that's very nice. And then this is basically just an ad book for the Lubbock area. But then on the right side over here, they've got a futon set out for you, and it's actually pretty comfortable, though I do like the train right there. That's pretty cool. And it kind of matches the photos that they've set up on the wall, where they have some historic shots of steam trains. Now moving to the next section of the train, you can look up and find Nez just up here. But just under her, well, let's start right here. They've got the hairdryer right there for you in a basket, and it looks like some other accoutrements for the shower. But then underneath, in this sort of locker looking area, they've got your ironing board, and then down here I think there's an iron and a heater. And then on this side, it looks like they've got the robe in there and then some extra blankets and pillows just up there. But then on the opposite side, each of these cabinets are actually just cleaning supplies or storage. Though there is another basket over here that does have your towels in it and some other goodies for you. I think this might actually be one of the best features of this suite are these little chairs that they have up on each side that kind of look out over. And I wonder if these were original to the caboose. But if you're on this side of the train, it looks like you get a nice look of the pool, and I think that's a hot tub over there. Whereas if you're on this side, you get the wind kind of rattling these windows just a bit, but it's basically just a look into the trees that are right next to the road here. But this road goes straight to Texas Tech University. That's right across the street. So in moving to the back bedroom area, on the left you've got the toilet area just over here, and on the right, this is the shower. So if you've been on an airplane, I think you can imagine what this must be like because it is pretty small, but I think for an airplane standard, pretty big actually. But I just wanted to note that I thought that they did a good job with the design right here and then on the toilet paper back over here. And if we're checking the quality of the toilet paper, let's check that out. You know what? I actually think that's pretty good. I think that'll work just fine. And then if we open up the shower area, we see that there's a couple of shelves over here, probably beer shelves if you like, and then one for your soap right there. And if we look at the shower head itself, I think that looks just okay. I think it could probably use a bit of a cleaning. But if you're curious how large the shower is by seeing how many people you could fit in here, I think you could probably get 5 at most. It's a pretty small area. And then at the very back of the caboose, they have a queen size bed back here for you, and this is the bedroom. But of course, although the bed might look nice and comfy, the question always remains, is it? Let's find out. You know, that had a nice bit of give to it, and I feel like that's going to be actually a pretty comfy sleep tonight. Following a cozy stay in the caboose, we're headed south toward Fredericksburg to trade the tracks for the tarmac. And after about a 5.5-hour drive, we arrive at the Hangar Hotel, a 1940s themed property built to resemble a World War II hangar. And yes, the runway really is right outside. So as soon as you walk in, right here to your left, that's your bathroom. And I really like the black and white aesthetic with the subway tiles there. I mean, I know that a lot of people don't particularly care for the subway tiles, but I think in this particular case, they work. Now to your left, as soon as you walk in, right down here, they've got some tissues for you. Looks like a bath mat, and then your hair dryer. And then just above, this is your sink area. But the part that I really like is over here in the corner where they've got a lot of the sort of Uncle Sam type stuff that is themed for this hotel specifically. And it's the shampoo, the conditioner, and the soap. And then before moving past the toilet itself, let's check the quality of the toilet paper here. And you know what? I actually think that's just okay. It's pretty thin, but I think it would work. Time for the shower bit, right? So if you're looking at how many people you can get in this shower bathtub combo, I would say you can probably get at most 4 people, but it's gonna be a tight squeeze. And if we're looking up at the shower head itself, I don't think it is particularly great looking. Probably could use a polish if I'm being honest. Though for the most part, I think the cleanliness around this room is perfectly fine. So coming out of the bathroom, just to the right of that, they've got a whole cabinet over here. And if you open that up, that has your ironing board right there. And at the bottom of the cabinet, there is your iron. And if we look back up at the top, they've got an extra pillow just in case you need it. To the right of that cabinet area, they've got your king bed set out right over here with a couple of side tables. And I really like the wicker that you see on the headboard over here. And maybe that's just me, but that kind of reminds me of definitely the 1942 type World War II furniture you might see. But just above the bed, they've got some pinup prints, it looks like, that are advertising the hotel, as well as the logo right there in the middle. But then speaking of the logos, I really think they have some fantastic coasters over here on the side tables. Look at that. But of course, when it comes to the bed, the question always is it comfortable? Let's find out. You know, this bed has some definite bounce to it, but I think it's gonna be a pretty decent sleep tonight. I also wanted to note that I really liked the arrangement of the pillows because it looks very uniform and very military as they are standing up straight, almost in line like they are ready for their duty. Though on the right side, I would say that it is worth noting that the phone over here, instead of being normal, imitates a rotary phone, which I think is pretty cool. Now to your right as you come in, they have a pretty good sized dresser right over here. Now there's nothing in the drawers themselves, we've already checked, but on top of it, they've got some complimentary bottles of water there for you, and then it looks like an ice bucket and then some extra cups. And then these are really pretty flowers, but they are fake. I also really like this piece of art on the wall here as it seems to kind of reenact maybe like a dogfight. Now just to the left of that wardrobe, they have your TV right over here with the remote right in front of it. But then just to the left of the TV, they've got a propeller on the wall, which I think is pretty cool looking. And right over here by the window, they've got a couple of really comfy looking chairs. Yeah, not only can you tell that the leather has been worn, but you can also feel it. It is nice and comfy. These are nice chairs. And I love the branding on the back of each, which kind of mirrors what you would expect to find on the headrest of a chair whenever you're trying to board a flight. Now the most important part, I think, for someone like me is that they have a nice AC blowing right here, but then right above that, they've got a candle right over here in the window, and it says right here, in most cultures, a candle in the window was used to signal a family's loyalty to a loved one who was away traveling. Please help us continue this tradition by leaving the candle in the window. So this is the parking lot for this hotel. Not only do you have cars behind me, you have actual planes out here. And then one of the best features of this place is this little patio area where you can sit and watch the planes come in and out. Now as the sun went down, we headed over to the Officers Club, where we enjoyed a game of chess by the fire while live music filled the room. From a cozy stay in a vintage caboose to a high-flying historic stay in Fredericksburg, we found this trip to be a wonderful reminder that where you stay can be just as much of an adventure as where you go. So would you board the train or head to the runway? Let us know your preference in the comments. As always, we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So until next time. Welcome to the party now. Looks like we've got a new person checking in.